Greetings! Welcome to 7 Days to Die with Silverblade Dagger. In this episode, I'm gonna fill in these holes with reinforced concrete blocks, try to get this wall put in and possibly go all the way around, finish that all off. And then we're gonna lay out the wood frames anyway, to block out where my zombie fly trap will be set up for this area around my base. So, I've already done a little bit of work off camera. Went and picked up the supply drop, actually 2 supply drops since the last episode. Gathered up plenty of iron ingots and smelted a bunch of scrap iron. Picked up some more rock, made some more cement, and well, let's just get ready to do it. So we'll put this there, this there, and a bucket of cement there. Oops, did not want to throw that away. Okay, probably need some more cement, so we'll go up here, and there we go, that should be plenty. In a second or two, there we go. Got plenty of wood, we should be good to go. Alright, this will be kind of monotonous, kind of boring. It's not action-packed, and I promise in a future episode we'll get out to do some killing, some maiming, and destroying of some zombies. Already did a little bit of it, but it wasn't as exciting as it sounds. Anyway, so we'll lay down the floor. And I do apologize for the choppy frame rate. There's little to nothing that I can do about it. All my graphics settings are pretty much at the lowest they'll go. And I'm still barely cruising at 6 frames a second. So if it looks like a slideshow to you, well, there it is. Alright, I'll switch over to the nail gun. And a little right clicky clicky. And there's that. So now we'll pour a little cement. And that part of the job's done. So we'll go back to the rebar frames, and we'll start laying in the wall. I don't think Pink Floyd had this in mind. Bad right click. Bad. Come on. There we go. And put in some more. Well, gotta make some more. So, come here. Maybe it's here. Oh, I got it. That should do. Some iron pipes. Make some more iron pipes. And then we'll put it all into rebar frames. This will make 46 of them. I have a good strong feeling it's not going to be enough. But we'll give it a shot anyway. Excuse me. So we'll switch to the nail gun. I said nail gun. Yep, that'd be the nail gun. Boogie boogie. I wonder if Trent Reznor's getting any credit for this. Here, go back. And bucket of cement. Yeah. Hey, get back here. There we go. Dizzy yet? Alright, so we got that section done. We just gotta wait for that to dry. Should take a couple hours in game time anyway. And since my game is set so that 1 real hour equals 24 hours in game, shouldn't take all that long. So we gotta do this course here, and I think that's the last course that we have to do. Yep. Okay. So let's get to it. There we go. Come on, get back. There we go. So easy to oversteer, over move. Just kind of have to really lightly tap the keys just to get my guy to move. And I got 5 rebar left, so let's take a half stack, put that there, and we'll take 1 stack of this. Let's see if that'll make enough. Kind of doubt it. And that'll make 24 rebar frames, which should be enough, I think, including the 5 that I got. So here we go. This is the last one. Alright, so before we get into nailing them up, let's make a little, well, let's just drop this on here. Switch to nail gun, and right click. Now, the thing is when you're doing all this work, you have to stick your tongue out the side of your mouth, because if your tongue ain't hanging out, you're not doing it right. That's what my dad always said. Alright, now let's get to putting some concrete on these bad boys. El finito. Not too bad. Excuse me. Alright, so put the toys away. Now, put that here. And there we go. So, let's go back over here in the front corner. So as you can see, it's 2 down underneath water level. So if you look at this, right there is the level of water. So when I remove these wooden frames, this water should rush back in. Now I did a test of this a day or 2 ago, where I removed all the frames and the water came in, and some of it came out like maybe 2 blocks in, and that was it. It wouldn't fill in this way. Just wouldn't keep going. And some of it wouldn't even get past the lip here. It would just freeze right there. Now the thing about water, it's kind of weird, is like 1 block of water acts like a seed. And I think, if I remember right, I recall reading something about this in the forums, or maybe I heard about it in one of the other gamers' videos. But like 1 block of water, like right here would be 1 block of water with this wood frame, and then like that 1 block will make 7 or 8 other blocks around it. Now initially when you drop some water down, like with a water bucket, it makes a cross shape. So like that, and it spreads from there like 7 or 8 in all directions. So I fiddled around with it a little bit, trying to figure it out, trying to nudge water the right way and whatnot, and I really couldn't figure out any specific rhyme or reason to it. But every once in a while, what I would do is I put a bunch of wood frames out here, and it of course blocks up the water like so there's no water there. You pick up the frame, empty hole, and boom, it fills in. So I put out a whole bunch of them in various patterns, whether it was a long rectangle, a certain number of blocks out, or a square, or just a 2 or 3 in a row, and then I would remove them, and sometimes it just fills it back into the way it was before I put the blocks in, and sometimes, only sometimes, the water would actually go back the way it was, plus go where I wanted it to, and fill in more spaces. So it's kind of like hunting out that that seed square of water to repopulate the area with water. So that's how it works with the water bucket. I'm thinking that's how it works with natural bodies of water like this lake. And I'll have to fiddle with it a little bit more to try to get more specifics about it. But there definitely has to be some sort of rhyme or reason to it. You know, you just gotta experiment and work around it. And there's bound to be someone on the forums or maybe even in a video that has a lockdown on what's going on with that. But that person ain't me. So anyway, what we're going to do here, we'll try it on the backside because I don't want to mess with my ramps in and out. And these are all temporary. They'll be like a drawbridge for now. If I huddle up here in the top, I can get away from the zombies before my base is built, and I could just pull out a block and they can't get me. For time being, we will try to get this squared away. And we'll try on this side. So this corner here, I'm thinking I'm just going to go with the checker pattern like I did up in this area. But on the four sides, I'm going to, let's see, we go, where's that line? Okay, so we'll go block, space, space, block, and block. And then over here, we go block, 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 space, space. Kind of like this. Now I will continue this pattern all the way to this part here. And I will also continue the pattern in this area, in the front, and on the east side. Now this is just going to give you a little sample of how it's going to look, how it's going to work. Okie-dokie. So, be too high, like so. I gotta get off this block. There, 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 there. Come on now, move. There we go. And alright, so you get the idea from this. I'm just going to take this one block out so I can hop up here and show you a top-down view. Alright, so the idea here is, if I'm not done coughing up my lungs, you got these two deep, two long sections. And the idea is on this section here, I might not even do that. I might actually, and I just fell in and I didn't want to fall in. Okay, let's make this right. The idea originally, I should say, was to put iron bars across just this one block here. So it looks like you only fall in one. Now, when you're up in the tower, or up on the catwalk that'll be around here, the zombies will always want to congregate as close to you as they can, which means if you're above them, you're going to have this cluster of them right underneath your feet. So, if you have them drop in here, and this time I did it on purpose, they'll want to come in here and they'll keep trying to get at you and get at you and get at you. They'll try to jump out, but is too high, but also there'll be water in here, and there'll be iron bars above, so they're effectively trapped. Now I might have made a miscalculation, and I might just not put iron bars in at all, because if I recall right, the iron bars will come horizontally in the middle of this block, like where this green line is in the middle, and they won't be able to get in here at all, actually. Well, with water in the hole, they really shouldn't be able to jump out. I mean, even I can't jump out when it's dry. So, and the water will slow them down, because the night time is not the right time. They will run like crazy and gets all freaky, and you don't want to get caught on level ground when these guys are chasing you, especially the dogs. They're the worst. But so yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just make these too long. It kind of ensures that they get trapped in it. They're kind of spaced out like this, so that, okay, they'll miss this hole, but they're going to fall in this one. You see. And it'll be like this all the way across, at least to this pillar. So it'll be confined between this pillar and this pillar, the two corners for each of the four sides. Now in the corners themselves, it's going to be like up top here where my center point is. It'll be like that. Because I don't want to try to figure out how to do diagonal squares opened up like this. Call me lazy, whatever. But you get the idea. And so all this will be covered in water. Even if I have to bucket it in, and it'll make it a little harder for them to get at me. Plus, if they fall in a hole like this, I can shoot them from above. And then the next part of my plan, and I think I've kind of resolved to go through with this, and I'll have to build it to show what I mean. No, we'll just do it like this. So I'm just going to frame this in with wood ramps for the moment. So we rotate them. Like so. Okay. We will put iron bars on this block. That block back there, reinforced concrete block that's already there, I'm thinking of cutting that out. So it'll be framed like this. Now the point of this is when you're up above, it's easy to kind of shoot straight down, but there'll be times where it might be more prudent, and I can't really get in close there, but you get the idea. And let's see, make it work. Crouch down, so this will be a similar view. You have a horizontal view. Yeah, this is it. Horizontal view straight out here, because when zombies are coming straight at you, it's a lot easier to shoot them. I mean, you can shoot them like dominoes, just boom, 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 on down the row. So this will be a horizontal firing gun port with iron bars to keep them from trying to scratch and claw at me. And then if they do manage to get in this area, I can climb up. I'll have a ladder on the inside, go all the way up to the first floor, and of course iron bars across for the ceiling from here, the floor from up there, and bang, bang, bang. So you get the idea of what I'm going for here. So So this is what I got going so far. Let's see, what else can I do here? So that's just a mock-up for that. I'm going to do it all in reinforced concrete. Get in there and chip away at that. Part of this column here, not only will the concrete, reinforced concrete blocks will go all the way up on the outside. I'll keep the inner corners, I think. And this will help strengthen the floor. It'll be a double wall around there to help support the floor to come out to here at least, and possibly 2, maybe 3 out. So it'll be a bit of an overhang, which means I'll be able to shoot down into here pretty easily. And if all else fails, I can probably just make these like these if the single blocks don't work. You get the idea. I may even have to move these up. To be honest with you, I might have to move these up 1, because looking at it, I'm seeing how the water level. Yeah, water level is going to come up to this block anyway, so I'll be shooting underwater, which really wouldn't be too bad, because with the iron bars there, it'll block the water from going into my fort. Knock on wood. But yeah, some of this I built in a test game, just not all of this, and I should probably do a bit more testing before I commit resources in an actual game. Alright, so you get the idea with this. And I think I will do the rest of the building off camera. Save you guys the boredom. And also, it's getting late, so I'm going to have to go to bed soon anyways. But yeah, that is the idea. Again, I'm not going to use any wooden spikes or the log spikes. I don't want to use those because this is farming for experience points. Okay, you lock them down. They're easier to hit, easier to kill. Easy experience. Just easy. And considering my frame rate issues and how it makes everything a little bit more difficult for me, this simplifies it. You get the idea. Cool. Now, maybe in a couple more episodes, I'll have to get the main floor out here done. In a couple episodes, I hope to start actual construction up here for the first floor. Once we get the basic first floor done, we'll start moving over everything from the church, namely the forges, the cooking stoves, you know, some of the supplies for those. We'll do a second floor later on, and that's where I'll put all the supply boxes. I might do a floor for miscellaneous stuff, and then a floor for medical or something like that to kind of separate them. I'll see how that turns out with the floor space and etc. Let's see. I'll also have to do wood chopping for all of these bushes, as I've mentioned before. And to be completely honest with you, I'm not really looking forward to that. Lots of goldenrod out there. But still plenty to do. Plenty of days left in the game. Not like it really ends, but yeah. So we'll go back to the church. Well, drop off my tools for this area. So, wood. Doop. Okay, I'll keep on, hold on to those. There, there. Um, okay, so I think, as I said, I'll do a lot of that stuff off camera. You know, the floor work especially, because I basically just demonstrated all that's going to be. I don't need to go the whole video of dropping boxes, nailing them, cementing them. I don't think your attention span is capable of handling that. I know mine isn't. So I think the next episode I'm going to start off with kill, maim, destroy. Yeah. Had to accentuate that with a wasted bullet round. So, yeah, I think that'll do. I'll put some of my tools away, and I'll do a real quick. And we'll just do this. And I'll need the axe. And we'll take some. Let's see where I put it. And we'll take some antibiotics because you never know. And so I got bandages, got that. So I should be pretty ready to go for killing, maiming, and destroying. Yeah. Can't do it on an empty stomach. Get in there. And venison stew is awesome. Okay, so that concludes a little bit of building, laying things out, etc. If you like this video, please click appropriately. If you dislike this video, I suppose you can do that too. Any questions, comments, you know where to do it. Please be constructive. If you have to be a pain in the ass about it, well, post it on someone else's video, or not at all. Also, you know, check out some other people's videos, and if you see anything that inspires you, you know, do share. If you see anything that I've done that gives you ideas, feel free to share with other people as well, because it's part of what makes gaming fun. It's just the swapping of ideas, at least in my eyes. Swapping ideas, improving other people's ideas, having your own improve. It just makes a game a little more enjoyable, especially when you're among people that enjoy the same things you do. So keep that in mind. Okay. Alright. Thanks for watching. Adios.